Is there anyone in the hallway? Because we're ready to get this party started. How y'all doing tonight? Okay, the silent auction is going to stop at 7. So if there's anything out there that you are battling anyone for, you make sure you get out there and bid off to, and whoever wins anything, Jim Woodard said he's going to pay for it, so don't worry about that. And in the end, you can scan your QR code. It's in your program, and then you'll find out if you won anything or not. How is that for pretty cool technology? And you can even pay through Venmo. There you go. So how y'all been since the last celebration? I'm gonna start on this side of the room, and I want everybody to stand up and tell me what you've been doing. Because Hope said we can stay here till midnight. No? Oh, okay, never mind. So welcome to the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce Annual Membership Celebration. We'd like to thank our title sponsors, First Bank, and I have to roll this around because the name is so long, Vanderbilt Tullahoma Horton Hospital. First Bank, you stand up and wave your hands. Tullahoma Horton Hospital, the long name. For their tremendous contribution to our membership celebration and for all the support that you guys give to the Chamber of Commerce throughout the years. Let's give them some round of applause. At this time, I want to recognize and acknowledge the past presidents and the dignitaries. So when I call your name, stand and remain standing until everyone has been recognized, and everybody else hold your applause. So if you clap too early, I will come out there and do some Marine Corps judo on you. So let's start with our chamber past presidents. Sandy Hayes, where are you, Sandy? You know I can't see anything up here, so if you're remain standing. Jim Woodard, Candy Couch, Darrell Welch. Where's Darrell at? You gotta say Darrell because you're in Tennessee. Darrell. Renee King, Donna Bradford, Chelsea Campbell, Andy Witt, and Miss Nancy Fuller. Where you at, Nancy? That's right. Y'all give all those people, they're the past chamber presidents. Give them a big round of applause. Now we want to thank our dignitaries and recognize them for being here with us tonight. The U.S. Senator Bill Haggerty's office, Zach Brooks. Zach? All right, what did I tell y'all about clapping before I was done? This table's in timeout. I know y'all supporting your man, but hold on. Y'all see Zach? Did you get your dues? Okay. State Representative Rush Brickett. Where you at, Rush? See, like I said, I can't see anything up here, so. All right, from Tullahoma City, Lynn Seaborn, our mayor. I like to give him a hard time. Alderman Matthew Bird and Bobby Wilson. Matthew here? All right. Where's Bobby? See, wait, I'm gonna do this. Here we go. Where are you at, Bobby? She don't make it tonight? All right, City Alderman Jason Quick. City Administrator Jason Quick. Y'all clapping again. I'm not done yet. TAEDC Executive Director Winston Brooks. All right, this is the UT Executive Director. I was going to call him Mr. Smith, but that's not really his name. His name is Dr. John Schmischer. Did I say that right? Tullahoma City Schools Director of Schools, and I know I can say her name right. Dr. Katrine Stevens, where are you at? I know I saw her earlier. And then U.S. Air Force Colonel Eric Withrow. Is that it, Withrow? All right, now y'all give that round of applause. That was for our city. And now for Coffee County, we have Mayor Dennis Hunt. Boy, y'all are not following the rules tonight. Election Commission, Andy Farah. County Clerk, make sure you wave your hand. County Clerk, now I have paid you a lot, where's Teresa McFadden? I have paid you a lot of money since I've been in this state. All my checks say to Teresa McFadden, Coffee County. And Property Assessor, Alyssa Fletcher. Circuit Court Clerk, too many C's. Circuit Court Clerk, Jenny Anthony. County Commissioner, Terry Hirschman. County Commissioner, Tina Reed. And Industrial Board Executive Director, Ann Jose Majors. I'm not like one more. Manchester, it has here MACC, but y'all won't know what that is. So that's the Manchester Chamber of Commerce Director, Katie Riddle. Katie. Now, let's give a big round of applause for our county people. All right, so we have one more group to recognize, and that is the 2024 board members. Nancy Fuller, James Fuller, Kim Usselton, I think y'all getting this thing now. Emily Rath, Andy Witt, Alan Potter, Beverly Lee. Now let's give it, you guys stand up when I called your name so they can recognize who you are. These guys work really, really hard all year long. And I have another list. Wait a minute, we're not done. I was just giving y'all a little practice in the clapping thing. Here we go with the rest of them. Diana Murray, Florence Hull, Greg Gressel, Mark Hutchins, Lyle Russell. Y'all are standing when I'm calling your name, right? Jessica Lawton, Joanna Reynolds, Casey Edwards, Kelly Watts, Kevin Sherrill, Nolan Gomez, Rachel March, Renee King, Rich Ellis, Scarlett Carpenter, Shannon Duncan, Trent McNabb, and Troy Martin, yeah. No wonder y'all get so much done. I got 40 people on the board. Thank you all, city, county, whoever, for all your service in this community. We're very grateful, and you may give them one more round of applause. And I hope you guys have a great night tonight. We're excited about all the events that we have planned. About this, you can't really see it. Let me get it dark. There you go. How about that? So you need an excuse to buy a funky jacket, right? Sorry, Chris, I moved. He's like, are you moving tonight? So, Mr. Gregg, I'd like to invite you on the stage for the invocation. There he comes.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the opportunity that has brought us to this moment. I thank you for these businesses, these organizations that are represented here. And we thank you for a city that we get to celebrate tonight. We pray that we will be good stewards of that and that we would do our best and do our best for you. We pray that you bless this food to our bodies. In your name we pray. Amen.
Now you guys can go ahead and start eating. Don't forget about that silent auction. We're going to start the program shortly so that we can get out of here by midnight. And like I promised Hope, no, it's 9 o'clock. So laugh at our jokes, clap loudly for the winners, and then let's get this party going. So we're going to have just one more special thank you because of the volunteers. You guys can keep eating. Joe Orr, where are you, Joe Orr? Joe Orr, Riker Wilters and Associates. Y'all give him a round of applause because he'll be up here selling stuff later. The Tullahoma News and Celebration Committee. And the committee is listed in your book, so make sure that you take a look at those lists of names and say thank you when you see them tonight and when you see them out in town. See you back at 7. All right, you guys, the silent auction is closed. Remember, you can find the QR code in your program, and it tells you if you won the item that you were bidding on. So that QR code is in your program. And they are accepting Venmo, cash, credit, your oldest grandchild, or whatever you have. So tonight, the awards that we're presenting this evening is for Business of the Year, Small Business of the Year, CEO Business of the Year, and the Citizen of the Year. Remember, these categories were determined by the nominations sent in from people in the community, in our community. So just make sure that you give them a big round of applause when they get up here, because it's such an honor to have any of those awards presented to you. At this time, I would like to invite my friend and your hard-working executive director to the stage, Ms. Hope Nunley.
Well, good evening, everyone. Whoop. Okay, what about now? All right, let me try again. Good evening, everyone. So we are here to celebrate an incredible 2024 at the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce. And my name is Hope Nunley. I'm the executive director. This is the beginning of my 8th year in this role, which is very hard to believe. Thank you. And it truly is an honor and a privilege to serve. I must really, really love my job, because today is my son's 3rd birthday and I'm spending it with you all. So with that, we're going to keep it very brief. Well, what a year 2024 has been. It was a year filled with growth, success, and countless moments that reminded us why we do what we do. First, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to the incredible team at the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce, Kathy and Catherine. Your dedication and hard work do not go unnoticed. Let's give them a round of applause. Of course, none of this would be possible without the leadership of our president, Nancy Fuller. When looking back at photos from this past year, I wondered to myself, are we borrowing Nancy from Traders Bank, or are they borrowing her from us? Because she gives so much so selflessly, and we're so grateful for your incredible leadership. Either way, we're grateful for all she does. A huge thank you. Oh, yes. A huge thank you to our board members and ambassadors. Your commitment and passion make all the difference. This past year, we accomplished so much together. We had 11 signature events, 24 networking events, 37 ribbon cuttings, and all those events brought together over 12,000 attendees. Rather than just telling you about it, I'd rather show you.
On behalf of the City of Tullahoma and the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce, we are so excited to pass the ribbon for Duncan in Tullahoma and far out those Dominicans.
In closing, I just ask you all to forgive me. A lot of fibs were told to get our winners here tonight. We have a great program, but an efficient one. It is now my honor and privilege to call to the stage for the very last time as TACC Chamber President, Ms. Nancy Fuller.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here tonight. It has been my honor serving as president this past year. We have had a great year at TACC, and I would just like to take a moment to thank the exceptional people who have made this year a success. To Hope Nunley and her outstanding staff has made this year very much a success, and her dedication, hard work, passion has been the foundation of everything we have accomplished. Thank you for being the heart of our organization. To our board of directors, ambassadors, volunteers, your time, energy, and commitment to the Chamber have been truly invaluable. You have shown what can happen in a community when we all support each other. I have been inspired by each of you and the contributions you've made. Now that my term comes to an end, I'm excited to pass the torch to James Fuller, who will serve as your next president. I have no doubt that James will bring fresh energy, new ideas, and the same love for this community that has guided me this year. I look forward to supporting his leadership and watching the Chamber continue to grow. Here is to the future of TACC and the incredible community that we live in. Now, before I leave the stage, I get to present the President's Award, and I'm very excited to do that. The person I chose to give this award to this year is a person that is always shining a spotlight on others. She is the first to volunteer at most events, always saying, "Just put me where you need me." She gives 100% in everything she does. She celebrates and encourages citizens of Tullahoma every single day through her handwritten cards. She's recently joined Facebook and has used her platform to lift up the individuals and businesses daily. She is one of the kindest individuals you will ever meet and consistently promotes this great city that we live in. I once heard her say the importance of treating every individual she encounters is in a way that makes them want to remain in Tullahoma or move to Tullahoma. Wouldn't it be great if we could all be that way? It is my pleasure to present the President's Award to my friend and yours, Joanna Reynolds.
Thank you to Nancy and the Chamber. I love the Chamber. And I've told the story before, but when Bill Yoder told me to join, I was like, no way. And I found my place there. As to notes, I love mail. And I love sending mail. I love receiving mail. But mail was like the pivot point for me. Long story short, I was 17 years old and my parents divorced. And my father was a minister. So I took that with everything we have done here was a lie, and I'm leaving. So I didn't go with either parent, I went with an aunt, and she was the wild aunt. And I had just met Jay, who was 9 years older than me, and my parents were saying no, and I was saying yes. So I went to live with the wild aunt, and about 9 months in, my birthday came along, and I turned 17. And one card after another came in from my home church. And every one of them was a happy birthday. We love you. Here's some birthday cash. Come home when you're ready. And within a month, I called my mom and said, I'm ready to move home. So mail was that pivot point for me. It changed my life. It gave me value. And I think the Schindler Jews told Schindler, to save one life, you have saved the world. And I feel like maybe one card could change one life, because 25 cards changed mine. And I love Tullahoma.
Well, now I am very happy to introduce your new president for 2025, Mr. James Fuller.
Well, I passed the first test, and that was walking up the steps, and I was worried about that. So I got to follow that, Joanna. What a great night it's been so far. Thanks to everyone that's had a part in that. The committee, the team here, the staff. Y'all have all done a phenomenal job, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the evening holds. Before I get started, I do want to thank or recognize a few individuals. I'll start with my employer is Smart Bank, and my boss David is here. I want to thank him for continuing to advocate for me in rooms that I'm not, and giving me opportunities to serve. And that's why I'm here. So the next one, told myself not to cry through these, but here we are. So the next one is my mother. As many people thought Nancy Fuller might be my mother, she's not. My real mom is actually here. This is the first time she's been at an event, and I'm thankful that she decided to come. She poured a lot into me as a single mother, and we've come a long way. But to God be the glory, and I'm thankful for everything she's done. Last but definitely not least is my beautiful and wonderful wife, Mandy. She is my world, and think the world of her. She continues to support me in everything, even as crazy as it may be. Like getting her pilot's license. She just went along with it. I was ready to defend my desire to fly, and she was like, okay, sounds good. So I think by now she knows that I usually am going to do whatever I put my mind to. As I stand here before you tonight, I will be honest, I don't really know what I'm supposed to say as the chamber president. There's not a 48-page manual that comes with this, so I was asking people before, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? So as I was preparing for this, there were a few thoughts that kept coming to mind. And once again, thanks to Nancy for all she's done. She has done a great job this last year and has put the chamber in a great position. Whether you're a chamber board member, an ambassador, or a member, my hope is that I can encourage or inspire you this evening. I want to start with two things. One is a word, and the second is a phrase. And by the way, I'll try to be short, but just know that I worked for Jim Woodard as a teenager. The word why. I don't know if you've ever read the book by Simon Sinek called Start With Why, or watched his video, How Great Leaders Inspire Action, but I highly encourage you to do so. He talks about the principle that people can tell you what they do. I'm a bank president. I lend money. They can tell you how they do it. I meet clients. I take them to lunch, tell them about the products we offer, and then hopefully I gain their business. But often people can't tell you why they do what they do. And so I want to challenge you first tonight to think about why you do what you do, and that will really help you in achieving what you set out to do and how you will set out to do it. The phrase that I want to talk about is small hinges swing big doors. This is a reminder that small, consistent actions can create massive results over time, whether it's personal growth, building a business, or strengthening your relationships. Focusing on the little things can open much bigger opportunities. On the personal side, we often make this mistake of we look at the end or the result that we want, and then we get paralyzed and we don't do anything. James Clear talks about this in his book, Atomic Habits. You don't have to rise to the level of your goals. You're going to fall to the level of your systems. The secret to success is something extraordinary. It's not something extraordinary. It's something consistent. In business, it's easy to be overwhelmed and think about what we want in 5 or 10 years down the road, and we neglect today. We take the opportunity to think about the future, and we don't focus on today. I did ask for permission to share this, but I have a client that's now a friend, and I'm not going to share her name. We're going to call her Jane. But I met her over 10 years ago. She was struggling. She was a single mother with a poor credit, no idea what to do next, and she came to me and asked how she could turn her life around. as the child of a single mother. That obviously hit home with me. Problem is that's not an overnight fix. It requires small steps that would take time. I shared my thoughts, I coached her, told her some things that she needed to do. She even reminded me today when I was talking to her that one time she called me and asked what she should do with her tax refund. Pretty sure she may have been past due with us at the bank. And my words to her were, as a banker, you should pay your loan. But then as a friend, she had a high interest credit card, and I told her you should probably pay that off. While I offered suggestions, it wasn't what I did. It was what she did. She was the one that ultimately had to take the small steps to achieve her dreams. Today, she has excellent credit. She owns multiple pieces of real estate, a successful business owner in our community that employs others. And she did it all by making the decision to take one small step or hinge at a time and eventually open big doors. I would argue that small hinges swing big doors of relationships more than any other category. Friendships and business relationships work the same way. And I'll tell you what I mean. I started serving with Hope as an ambassador almost 15 years ago, right alongside many of you that are in this room. Through one decision, I met a man by the name of Bill Yoder, who was the president of Southern Community Bank at the time. Bill called Gerald Player, who is also here tonight, and before I knew it, I was sitting in Gerald's living room or dining room being interviewed for a job. Bill called me. He had a position for a branch manager, and I took the position. Fast forward 10 years, and today I not only serve as your chamber president, but I serve as the market president for Smart Bank here in Tullahoma. All because I started serving as an ambassador 15 years ago. One other thing that we've already recognized and witnessed tonight, but I want to show you what I mean. How many in this room have received a thank you card from Joanna? If you'll raise your hand. Look around. Look around at the hands that are raised. This is a true example of how a small, simple act has such a bigger impact. She has used this small task of sending thank you notes or well wishes or encouragements to establish relationships across our community and open big doors in her life. This chamber is built on relationships, business, and people, all of which I've just mentioned. We say it often, but you get out what you put in. Without each and every one of you, the Tullahoma Chamber would not be here and it would not be thriving. If you are a member of the chamber, I want to say thank you. It's your financial support through member dues as well as attendance to events just like this that keep us moving forward. You may think sending a flyer or an email blast or attending a monthly coffee isn't much, but I assure you it is. It's being seen by over 500 members. Take advantage of every opportunity: chamber chat, ribbon cuttings, coffees, mixers, development sessions. You have the tools that you need as a member here with the chamber. To the board and ambassadors, I challenge you, please be involved this year. Engage in as much as you can and with the people around you. You may think coming to a meeting, serving on a committee, attending a ribbon cutting, or maybe popping in at a various event is a small thing. Maybe it is, but it's big to that new business that's opening their doors. It's big to those that attend the events that you serve on the committee for. I looked at the doors when I walked in. There's 3 hinges on every door. Those doors might swing if one of the hinges is missing, but if you take 2 or you take 3 away, they're definitely not going to be swinging. Through the combined efforts of everyone in this room, we are going to swing some really big doors here in Tullahoma. As your 2025 Chamber President, I want to leave you with this. Big change doesn't happen all at once. It's the small, consistent actions that create lasting results. Whether you are focusing on personal development, building or sustaining your business, or strengthening relationships, remember to start small. Identify those hinges in your life, the little things that have the potential to open really big doors, and then take action. Thank you.
Thank you, James. Well, we are going to present another award, our Rising Star Award. When we think of a rising star in our community, we think of someone that is growing in their career while shining so brightly in every interaction you have with that person. Tonight, I have the privilege of recognizing someone who truly exemplifies what it means to be a rising star in our community. Though she is new to the area, she didn't waste any time getting involved. She jumped right in, joining Coffee County leadership, becoming an active member of Kiwanis of the Highland Rim, and representing her company as a CEO rep, and even coaching CrossFit classes in her spare time. Her passion for community engagement and leadership is evident in everything she does. By day, she serves as Director of Marketing and Strategic Initiatives for Tullahoma Utilities Authority. But beyond her professional role, she has already made a lasting impact on the people and organizations around her. It is with great pride that we present the Rising Star Award to Emma Cook.
I am extremely caught off guard and surprised by this, and I promise to keep it very brief. But I do want to say thank you to Hope and really to everyone in this room for welcoming me into the community with open arms. Next month will actually be a year since I moved to Tullahoma, and it is extremely hard to really start your life over in a new state. And you all have really made Tullahoma feel like home so quick, and I'm just so grateful for that. And I also want to say thank you to Alan and the entire team at TUA for giving me the opportunity to, one, work with such an amazing group of people, but also to do work that really makes an impact in Tullahoma every day. So I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude tonight. Thank you.
All right, please help me welcome to the stage your 2025 Ambassador President, Kristen Bria.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I am honored to recognize someone who came to the Ambassador Program with unmatched enthusiasm and commitment. From day one, she signed up for every single committee, showing up, stepping up, and making an impact at every turn. In fact, as you grab your copies of the Think Tullahoma magazine on your way out tonight, I challenge you to find a page where she isn't pictured at an event, because she's been everywhere. Ricky Tucker serves with her entire heart, giving selflessly without ever being asked. As relationship manager, assistant with First Bank, she has not only represented her company with excellence, but has also become a true champion for our community. So please join me in celebrating our new kid on the block, who definitely had the right stuff, our Ambassador of the Year, Ricky Tucker.
You should have warned me before this. I'm really nervous. But thank you so much, you guys. I absolutely love 2024, and I thank First Bank for allowing me to do everything that I did. Go home to your baby for his birthday.
Okay, so next we will be presenting our Board Member of the Year, Mr. Andy Witt is going to help me with that. So let's welcome Andy to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. I have the privilege of recognizing someone who has been a dedicated leader on our board for several years and now serves on our executive board. She is always bright, positive, and endlessly generous. But if there's one thing she refuses, it's recognition. In fact, she insists on having her name removed whenever she's nominated for something, and I've witnessed this many a time. Kim, you missed a meeting, and we snuck this one on you. But beyond her leadership, Kim is the kind of person who opens her home to bring people together, whether it's for mixers, retreats, just a gathering for friends, filled with warmth and laughter. And lucky for all of you tonight, you have a chance to win your own to have a party at Kim's. Kim Usselton is simply too incredible for adjectives to list, but if you know her, you know how truly deserving she is of this award. Please join me in honoring our Board Member of the Year, Kim Usselton.
am shocked and embarrassed and everything else because I've got on tight pants. I even told someone, they said, "What are you wearing?" I said, "They're supposed to be pants, but they're like leggings on me." I would not have worn these. I would have worn like flowing pants. How lucky am I? What an honor it is to be able to be with the people that I get to be with at the chamber and with the school system, and to live in Tullahoma with people that are my friends and people that I love and that people make it home. Thank you so much, and continue supporting. Thank you.
It's hard for me to follow that little dance, Kim. Well, I get to give an award. So Nancy got to give an award, and the board gets to choose, and the ambassadors get to choose, and I get one. So the Director's Award is going to someone that I have known for well over a decade. Someone who has always been upbeat, kind-hearted, and a person you can't help but respect and admire. I had the privilege of working alongside him during his tenure on our board of directors, and even more closely as he served as our president. Through every challenge and success, he led with both his head and his heart, always putting his community first. Beyond his role as controller at Jack Daniel's Distillery, Andy Whitt is a true servant leader. He has given so much to the Tullahoma community, never seeking recognition, but always making a lasting impact. In tough moments, Andy was one who listened. He offered thoughtful and wise advice, always steering us in the right direction. Maybe being an awesome girl dad had prepared him well for that. So tonight, let's celebrate a man who may not seek the spotlight, but is absolutely deserving of it. Please join me in honoring Andy Whitt, the man that knows how to have a good time with the Director's Award.
Tim, I missed that meeting too. Wasn't able to take my name out of it. So I really don't know what to say. I enjoyed my tenure on the board, and also as on the executive committee, and then as president. You couldn't ask for a better executive director than Hope. I mean, she is so conscientious. She really thinks about the impact of her actions and what she can do to make things better. And so it was just an honor to work with her. And thank you.
All right, please welcome Emily Rath.
James, you said you were worried about those steps, but if you had to take those steps in heels, I think you would think differently. Plus, you get that suit coat where you can breathe naturally without showing your tummy, so. Good evening, everyone. This award is recognizing someone whose passion, generosity, and love for the arts have made an incredible impact on our community. Annie Roan has been a beacon of light in Tullahoma for many years. And if you've seen the latest Think Tullahoma magazine, you know she is front and center right where she belongs. Her immediate partnership with Bel Air Elementary began just last school year through the CEO Partnership Program, and in such a short time, she has transformed opportunities for students in ways that will leave a lasting imprint. Annie has provided gift certificates for students to attend art classes, giving them an experience they might not have had otherwise. She is always thinking of students. Last spring, she even wrote encouraging notes to support third graders retaking the TACC assessment. And then there's her mural project at Bel Air Elementary. When we approached Annie about this idea, her enthusiasm was contagious. And the final product is nothing short of breathtaking. Her larger-than-life art has completely renewed the energy of the school, and while it may have been done at cost, its impact is priceless. Annie's dedication to education doesn't stop there. Historically, the Painted House has provided after-school art classes for students at East Lincoln Elementary, and just recently, she led a family engagement activity for Tullahoma preschool students at the Community School Services Building. It was magical to watch children of all abilities create beautiful paintings alongside their families. Beyond the classroom, Annie brings the community together through events like Chalk the Walk, where families gather to turn the sidewalks into works of art. Through her work, she unites, inspires, and uplifts. Annie Roan is not just an exceptional small business owner. She is a pillar of our community. She ignites a passion for art in our youngest learners and gives back in ways that makes Tullahoma more vibrant, connected, and a creative place to live. It is my absolute honor to present the CEO Business Partner of the Year Award to Annie Roan.
I'm sharing the stage tonight with some amazing people. So I feel so honored, and I am so grateful that I get to do what I do. I love it, and I hope that I can continue doing it, and I hope that you'll keep coming back to the Painted House. Thank you so very, very much.
Well, we've already seen her one time tonight, but welcome again, Joanna Reynolds.
We're going to talk about the Small Business of the Year. Our Small Business of the Year keeps the home in hometown. Walking through their doors never disappoints. In fact, it is one of my favorite places to visit. We all need a place where we can step away, and we all need a place where we can find encouragement. Tullahoma is at the heart of their name. They truly put Tullahoma first. Tullahoma Drug is more than a drugstore. They are a unique gift shop carrying our favorite gift and home decor brands, as well as gourmet foods. They've been in the pharmacy business over 60 years with rock star pharmacists Jan Taylor, Amy Smith, and Shanna Brooks. These ladies are amazing. They call the doctor's offices, they help patients find manufacturers' coupons, and they keep a need fund for those patients who are short on their prescription cost. But pharmacy is not the only business that they are in. They're in the business of community, family, and care. If you frequent nonprofit events and fundraisers, you're going to see a donation from Tullahoma Drug. The owners are the McGee family, and they're active in supporting nonprofits and fundraising efforts in our communities. At Christmas, they sponsor the Children of Christmas Past, which coordinates gifts for those in the nursing home who have a need. They also host one of the best Christmas open houses in town. I've often wondered if they realize what an impact they have on our town, as well as their patients. Their level of customer service and care does not go unnoticed. It is rare and beautiful, and it touches the soul. Join me as we celebrate our 2025 Small Business of the Year, Tullahoma Drug.
The part about telling little lies to get somebody here, well, Shanna Brooks, you did a good job. I don't know what to say other than if you come in, you're going to be treated like we want to be treated. The golden rule is the important thing for us. So no matter big or small, rich or poor, you're welcome. I've always wanted to be a provider for people. It was going to be a nurse, a teacher, and everybody talked me out of that. And I said, well, okay, I'm going to be a pharmacist. So I've been there 27 years, and I just welcome everybody, and thank you so much.
I have not put heels on. And I will keep my jacket, so. It's my honor to present the Business of the Year Award. Tonight, we have the privilege of recognizing a business that has served Tullahoma for over a decade with unwavering quality, dedication, and generosity. Chick-fil-A Tullahoma is more than just a restaurant. It is a community partner that continuously invests in the people and businesses of our city. They can be seen hosting charity events, visiting schools as active CEO partners, welcoming new businesses with food, and teaching leadership courses to help shape the next generation. And if you ask them why they do it, they'll just simply say, "It's my pleasure." But their impact goes even further. Chick-fil-A has got to be the most community-minded fast food restaurant in the country, certainly in Tullahoma. In an era where donations are shrinking, the business continues to give and give without hesitation. One of their most impressive commitments is their Business of the Week partnership with the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce, offering free breakfast for an entire week to the employees of a chosen business. And the next week, they start all over again with another business pouring into the workforce that makes our community thrive. Their generosity extends far beyond their doors. They consistently provide food for the chamber events and nonprofit fundraisers in the community, donate coupons for corporate health fairs, and contribute to silent auctions, always bringing excitement to those bidding. Each summer, their car cruise-ins bring a community together while raising money for local nonprofits. These events require extensive planning, additional staffing, and hard work, but they do it all for the good of our community. This is a business that isn't pulling back, they are all in. They serve with healthy food options, generosity, and an unwavering commitment to making Tullahoma better. So tonight it's our turn to give back to them. It is my great privilege to present the 2024 Business of the Year Award to Chick-fil-A Tullahoma.
James didn't trick me to get here, but he invited me not knowing if I would come.
I had backups.
You had backups. I believe you. I don't know what to say. Thank you. We opened in Tullahoma 12 years ago, which is hard to believe. And, we're just grateful to be part of a great community. And thank you.
Well, we all know the impact that tourism has on our community, and we realized that it was time for us to add a new award, the Tourism Award. The inaugural Tourism Award is being awarded to an institution that has not only become a cornerstone of our local heritage, but has also significantly contributed to global culture. Jack Daniels. Founded in 1866, the Jack Daniels Distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee stands as the oldest registered distillery in the United States. Remarkably, every drop of Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey is produced in the Tullahoma area, our neighbor, Lynchburg, a town with a population of just over 6,400 residents. The distillery welcomes approximately 300,000 visitors annually, drawing enthusiasts from all 50 states and over 30 foreign countries within any 2-month period. This influx of visitors not only bolsters our local economy, but also places Lynchburg on the map as a must-visit destination for whiskey enthusiasts worldwide. Jack Daniels Tennessee Whiskey is sold in more than 170 countries, and its cultural impact is profound, with over 2,700 song lyrics by 200 artists referencing the brand. The distillery's commitment to excellence and authenticity has made it a beacon for tourists, contributing significantly to Tennessee's tourism industry. In 2018, visitors to the Tennessee Whiskey Trail distilleries totaled 6.3 million, with Jack Daniels being the primary attraction. Beyond its economic contributions, Jack Daniels embodies the spirit of our community, blending tradition with innovation and welcoming visitors with genuine Southern hospitality. For its unparalleled contributions to tourism and its role in sharing a piece of Tennessee's heritage with the world, we are honored to present the inaugural award to Jack Daniel's Distillery.
Dance like Kim did or anything like that. But no, thank you very much. I mean, we're proud of what we do in Lynchburg. Actually, you just learned a couple of new statistics that we probably didn't know that Hope just gave us on the amount of references that Jack Daniel's has, and it is amazing the cultural impact it has. Being close, and in this area is still, to this day, it amazes me how it happened in Lynchburg. There's a lot of magic down there. I can't take a whole lot of credit for the tourism side. And some of these guys up here, they do the hard work, putting whiskey in the bottle and getting it around the world. So, thank you very much for the recognition for what Jack Daniel's does for the area.
And our final award of the evening is our Citizen of the Year. It is truly an honor to celebrate and recognize a man who has given so much to our community. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Our Citizen of the Year, Max Christopher. Not yet. Max is a name that has become synonymous with service, leadership, and generosity. He has dedicated his time and talents to making our community stronger, and his impact can be seen in many ways. As a longtime member and self-proclaimed party president of the Highland Rim Kiwanis Club, Max has helped shape programs that benefit children and families. His service extends beyond Kiwanis. He has served on the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce Board and continues to provide guidance as a member of the Traders Bank Advisory Board. Max's heart for mentorship and youth development is evident in his faithful service to the youth program at his church. He has not only supported young people through his church, but has also been a mentor in the broader community, ensuring that the next generation has strong role models to look up to. Family is at the core of who Max is. He has been married to his wife, Julie, for 25 years, and together they have built a life filled with love and support. He is a proud father to Grant and Grayson, and a grandfather to Casey, and soon he will welcome another grandbaby this summer. His love for his family is only matched by his dedication to his friends and community. As a businessman, Max has played a key role in the growth of our local economy. In 1990, he founded Christopher Equipment in Tullahoma, and through hard work and determination expanded into neighboring communities, providing jobs and opportunities for many. His generosity as a business owner has touched countless lives, whether it's through donations, lending a helping hand, or simply showing up where he's needed. Max is always willing to give back. One of Max's most notable contributions has been his work with 41A Music Festival. For the last 15 years, he has given his time and resources ensuring that the festival is a success, not just as an event, but as a means of supporting great causes. Additionally, his involvement with the Chamber of Commerce has been invaluable. If there was an event, you could count on Max to be there, volunteering or just jumping in to make sure things get done, even scaling a building to put out a fire. Max is many things: a husband, father, grandfather, business owner, car enthusiast, community leader, and friend. But above all, he is someone who truly embodies the spirit of service and dedication. Our community is better because of Max Christopher, and tonight we are proud to recognize him as our Citizen of the Year.
The lies she tells to get us here, but first of all, we're forgetting the main thing while we're here. It's Christian Nunley's third birthday. So we're going to start over here, men first, and the ladies in the second. Yeah. Happy birthday. I would not be here if it was my grandson's birthday. But thank you. I'm just going to keep it brief because we do have a birthday party to go to. First time I was a parade chairman, probably 2002, something like that. So I've been doing it a long time, but it's been great. Tullahoma is a great place to raise your family. All my family has moved back to Tullahoma, so it means a lot to me that they're here. Yeah, it's a great place to live, and it excites me to see the next generation. I'm retiring, and my son's taking over, and the McNabbs, I see the Thomas, I see the McCords, I see all these second generations that are staying around Tullahoma. It's a great place to raise your family. Yeah, and I would say stay involved with your community. It's a great community. So thank you very much.
Okay, and with that, I believe it is now time for us to auction off some goodies. So hopefully everybody had a chance to take a look at those. Kat?
Wait, BB. I know BB and Joseph. First, let's give everyone that was been up here and accepted their award for their participation in this community. Let's give them one more round while we're waiting for BB.